So another one of our contestants tonight, this is Amanda Langset. Amanda, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm feeling good myself. I'm loving the style, totally feeling it. And like your makeup is on point. I'm literally distracted by how perfect your eyebrows look. Anyways, I love your voice. Would you say are some of the biggest influences that you had, let's say maybe growing up or just generally in music?
I really like Adele as well as Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Man, everyone is loving Adele in the house now. But I love Adele. Who doesn't love Adele, right? Totally. What are the songs that you're singing tonight?
I'm singing Wild Horses by Natasha Bedingfield and Mama's Broken Heart by Miranda Lambert.
Ooh, nice. Lovely.
Go and fix your makeup, girl. It's just a breakup running. Hide your crazy and start acting like a lady. 'Cause I raised you better. Gotta keep it together even when you fall apart. But this ain't my mama's broken heart.
When you're picking songs, when you're getting ready for vocal competitions, what are the things that you look for in the song?
I look for something that has like a big moment where I can really like show off my voice. That's like the main thing, as well as songs that kind of like I can relate to.
Definitely, because of course when you're singing it, it's way different than when you're actually feeling the music and you're projecting it. Am I right?
Yes.
Totally. What do you hope to come out of your, music in your life? Like, do you hope that it's going to be something that you'll be doing for the rest of your life, or is it like a hobby, or?
It's kind of a bit of both. I mean, I'm more lean towards I want to be a makeup artist, so but singing is one of my passions definitely. So if that works out, then great.
You could be the singing makeup artist while you're doing people's makeup. You can just do it, and your makeup is beautiful. Why don't you just show it to us for a second? I love it. I'm like obsessed. Look at that skills. Wow, beautiful. All right, so Amanda, I hope that you have a fabulous time tonight, and yeah, we'll see you later. But before then, do you want to tell us where we can find you online for more of your makeup or music or whichever?
I'm on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as just Amanda Langset.
And I will see you soon. The finalists tonight are all very young girls too. And do you have any advice for them for, what it's like to be in the music business, as a teenager, as you said?
I think you just gotta, stay headstrong with what you want to do. Also be, open to listening to other people's opinions and advice. But if you have a certain style of music that you really feel that's what you want to pursue, stick with that. There will be other, opinions and people sort of trying to steer you in different directions. And there's no problem trying different things because maybe you'll find out that's what you like better. But if it's really in you to sing, country music, or it's really in you to want to do those, just piano power ballads, then stick with that, because if that's your forte, you know what's best for yourself.
Totally. And as you were talking about, sticking to what's best for you, I want to now know your opinion, Ian, as a music producer. Let's say that you had a client come in who really wanted to release a country album, but their voice was more for something that's like more rock, more soul. What would you advise them?
Tell them not to. Yeah, I mean, it's a thing. You've got to be aware of what you're good at, and it's a very common problem where singers want to do a certain style, or I really want to do this, but it's not necessarily right for their vocal style. And it would always be my advice. I mean, I would actually probably not. I mean, if someone came to me and they were like, you know, they were an R&B singer, they would do a country record, I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It'd be like, you know, you're just on a bad path this way. It's going to fail because you're not, at some point you're not going to be able to pull it off. You're not this type of singer. Yeah. And so it's my job as a producer to bring out the best in the singer, right? So in that respect, the first thing you isolate is what do you want to do, and are you qualified to do that? Right, so that's the first thing you got to decide.
Definitely. I also want to know how you started getting into the music business.
Well, for me, I started as a songwriter, a musician and a songwriter. So I studied music. I started playing piano when I was 6 in England, London, England. I went to the Royal College of Music, studied there till I was 17. And then I was lucky enough to get a publishing deal as a professional songwriter when I was 17. So I started off really, really young in London with CBS Songs. And so after I signed with them as a songwriter, that took me into that world. So I was started to get people recording my songs as I was writing and demoing them. So when that started to happen, people were like, well, we love the song, so let's have you do it. So then I ended up producing the songs that I had demoed, and that's how I could have naturally transitioned into being a producer from being a songwriter.
What is the advice that both of you want to give for picking the right song?
As we said before, it starts off with style. Range is a consideration. You've got to know your range, your top note, your low note. Something that you relate to emotionally, that you think you can project. You know, singing is very much like acting, obviously. You have to convey the emotion of the song. So, you know, it has to be something you love, it has to be something that you relate to, and that you feel that you can interpret the emotion to bring the song across to the audience.
No, said no, you're not the one for me. Ooh, not the one for me, yeah. Ooh.
For me, when I was younger, and performing in, you know, I performed in this exact competition, I was always aware of age appropriateness of the lyrics too. So, you know, when I was 8, I would be singing different songs than when I was 16 singing songs. So I'm going to be also looking for age appropriateness of lyrics and sort of letting people out there know, make sure you're picking songs that, kind of going with what Ian was saying, you can really feel and get across the audience and it's believable.
That's a really good point, because we've worked with singers, and I'm sure you've had this experience, worked with young singers. And, you know, that's a very common thing. You see these 8 and 9-year-olds singing love songs. Yeah. And it's like, okay, like, you know, you're singing a love song, you're 8 years old. Like, what's going on here, you know? So I think that is a very good point. You know, it's more believable. Yeah. Right, and that's all part of the experience. You know, people react to things that are believable. If something's believable, they'll have a more positive reaction to it. So I think that's a very good point Victoria makes.
Kind of like a movie. You want to find something that's relatable that you can totally believe. Awesome. Well, it was awesome having you guys here today. It's such an honor. Yeah, and we will see you guys soon. And you're watching Everiathing. Hey everybody, so now I'm here with Mike Bertini, a VVVC alumni, and he's actually just released his EP, right? Or it's coming out.
My single came out those nights. It was my first debut single. It was produced by Sean Verreau from Loudmouth Mason, and it was recorded here in Abbotsford with some awesome musicians. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I also released the music video for it a couple weeks ago, or probably a month ago now, and it's doing really well, so yeah, I'm excited.
That's pretty exciting. We're also here with Pat Steward, a drummer, and can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
I work with Sean Verreau.
Yeah, I know.
So I think he might have mentioned something about working with you on this thing. That's great. He's fantastic.
He's awesome.
He's a good friend. He's a great guy. That doesn't really answer your question, though.
That's okay.
I'm here as part of the house band for the 2015 VVVC final event tonight. So Yeah, it was nice. I was invited by Ryland Haggis, who's the music director and bass player, and I was invited to be a part of this. I've heard about these things. Over the last few years, I've heard that Darcy's got this thing going on out here in the valley. I live downtown, so it's a pleasure and an honor to be part of this event because there's some really talented people here. We had a great rehearsal earlier today, and I'm looking forward to tonight. It's going to be fun.
Woohoo, yeah. I play guitar too. Might as well start an improv band right now. But so the two of you, really good musicians, obviously. What are some of the things that you think make a good musical performance?
A good natural talent and an interest and passion in the song. If you're just doing a performance, or if you do music full time, or whatever it is, you just.
Walking on a conclave, and I'm out of thoughts when we grew up. But don't you fight so without weapons? And I want my life so bad. I'm doing everything I can.
And everybody gets a bit of nerves. It's just natural. I kind of think of it as it's sort of it's an energy that you need to sort of control and try to turn around. So if it oh, I'm really nervous, sounds like a negative thing, but you need to make it a positive thing. As I think of, because people ask me, they go, "Oh, you've played, professionally for 30 some odd years," and I still always. There's something, because I want to make sure I'm on my game. I want to do a decent job,
Nothing that I would not do to make you feel my love.
What would you say are some of the things, or like the highlights of your journey with Darcy and VVVC?
Well, I'm just really blown away by how fast it's progressed, because it started out so small, there wasn't many people coming, and now we're playing at the Agri Fair, and there's this huge tent set up. We have all these, people are getting better and better at singing every year because Darcy's bringing in all these amazing singers, and so that was basically the biggest thing for me, is watching it grow. So yeah.
Have you ever given money to a poor man, knowing he's just saving for another gram? Well, so have I. Have you ever been so high you never want to come down? Have you ever felt so low you feel like you're underground? Like you're underground. I see the same things you'll see, but on a different day. I dream the same dreams you'll dream, but in another way. 'Cause we're all the same. We all have our pain, trying to make it to the other side in this thing called life.
If there was a young musician out there who was worried or very stage nervous, but you knew that they had a lot of potential in them for the music industry, what is something that either of you would advise to them?
Oh, just keep doing what you're doing. If you like it, if you love it, you will. You're sort of compelled to do it. Every job has its ups and downs, and life always has. There's hard times and there's better times, and music, you just don't. I haven't really had a time where I've gone, okay, that's it, I'm just going to stop, I love it, I have to do it, I heard them at soundcheck and they sounded amazing, so you know what, just if you're worried about tonight, just do what you did at soundcheck. You don't have to do any more than that, because that was amazing,
Definitely. And Mike, I know that you're an up-and-coming star, and there's definitely a lot of people that are going to be looking up to you. Do you have any just overall advice to them for chasing their dreams or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, you may feel low and it's not worth it sometimes, you can't make it, but if you do follow through, it's completely worth it. All the payback you get from people, your fans and your friends, and just the reward is awesome, so just keep going. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you for joining me here today, guys. Lastly, Mike, I know that you're promoting your music right now. It's some new stuff coming out soon. Could you maybe tell us where we could check out more of your music?
You can go to my website, www.mikebertinimusic.com, And also it connects you to my Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and my music videos on my YouTube page. If you just go to music videos, it's right there, and check it out and look out for the next single coming out. And yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So stay tuned and keep watching. We'll be watching Mike's performance and also Pat with the band.
In a sunny paradise, blue seas, blue skies, everybody's looking to have a good time. I feel sand beneath my feet, feel the breeze, feel the heat, hanging on the beach in Waikiki, under a palm tree. Everybody's got tunnel vision, forget about the life you're living. I don't wanna find my way back home. No, 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 no. I don't wanna find my way back home. And the sun will take you away. It'll make you wanna stay. And I know that I could stay till I'm old. I've never felt this way before. I don't wanna find my way back home.
So since we're having some quality girl time, I thought we could get some quality girl questions out there. So first off, when you think of like your complete idol or inspiration, who is the first person that pops to your head? Let's just go around.
I like my mom because she started me singing, and I have a lot of other ones. I love Ed Sheeran, and I love Ed Sheeran.
Amy Lee, definitely.
Mariah Carey.
Adele and James Bay.
Ellie Goulding.
Probably like Amy Winehouse or Lady Gaga, just because of, I don't know, they're just really true to who they are.
Ah, very, very nice. And another quick fire question. Who is your celebrity crush?
I don't really have a celebrity crush. Let me think. Ian Somerhalder.
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, another good choice.
Justin Bieber.
I'm not going to bother telling you guys mine because I have 50.
Oh, I don't know. I can't decide.
Neither. Maybe like Channing Tatum.
I'm going to say Orlando Bloom because he's the hottest thing ever.
He has wonderful hair. Right? You know, when you were saying Channing Tatum, it's funny because my mom has this really funny obsession with Channing Tatum. She will see a really good-looking guy on the street and be like, he looks like Channing Tatum. I'm like, Mom, everyone looks like Channing Tatum to you. Oh, jeez. So for you guys, what is the best thing about being a singer? Let's go this way now.
Probably just performing. You get that adrenaline. It gets you going, right? I don't know. It's great to be in front of an audience, I guess.
Yeah, making people like smile because of your performance and like giving them like a treat and stuff to like, yeah.
I kind of feel like I have a valid reason if I start singing in the middle of a store. So like I'll be walking down walking down the aisle in Costco and just singing, and people are like, "What are you doing?" Like giving me all weird looks. But I feel validated because I'm a singer. I can do this.
I like that you said a valid reason. Now all that I can imagine is all of us going to Costco and just doing this flash mob to Journey, you know?
I think just you get to show who you are. Like everybody gets like, you share a lot through your singing, so.
Yeah, I agree. It's just a way to express myself.
I love being on stage because just the feeling it gives you, like Katia said, I just love that rush that you get, just the feeling of after. It's just like, that just happened. I just did an amazing job. This is great.
Exactly. Now, okay. So who would like to give some advice out there to any, aspiring younger singers that, want to start singing and go into contests?
Just if you love doing it, do it. Don't let that hold you back. No matter how good you think you are, just do it if it makes you happy and do whatever you want to do.
Awesome. Yeah.
And don't let anybody tell you to stop, because a lot of people say like, oh, this person's way better than you or whatever, but you're your own person. Like, you have your own style. Like, I'm sure none of us are the exact same when we sing, right? And that's why we're all here, because we all show different things. So yeah, definitely just do what you want to do. Just keep it to yourself.
Practice. Practice, practice, and practice more, because the more you practice, the more myelin you build up, the better you get at singing. and that really helps.
Exactly. Can't preach the whole practice makes perfect thing enough. Am I right, ladies?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Don't be afraid. Just because, I don't know, a lot of people are super nervous about the performance, and then they don't really follow through with stage presence and all that because they're super self-conscious. And I think that, again, just do it for yourself, because if it's something that you love to do, you shouldn't really have to feel bad about it, right? Just be happy.
Exactly. You gotta, release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. So, we were just talking with a couple. I was talking with a couple of you guys about how I recently lost my voice before the awards night, and then some of you guys got your voices are, running away from you, and you're like, no, bae. And then some of you are having colds and coughs. Who would like to give some advice to people out there who are singers, like, on the best way to prevent sounding like you're dying?
It doesn't matter if you're not sick. Always take vitamin C and warm drinks.
Water.
Definitely.
Lots of water. If you have ulcers, you're not supposed to sing, so don't, because you want your voice to get better. Actually, if your voice is hurting from singing and it's been ongoing, get it checked out. Because I didn't do that. You should.
Do you want to say something, Jada?
Well, I was just going to say, yeah, there's a lot of things. Like I was recently in LA you were in there, right? Yeah. We were just in LA for the Vocalize You thing, and they were telling us a lot about how, like, there's these things called polyps and all that stuff, and, like, nobody, like, you don't know when you have them. So it's just, yeah, like she said, get checked out and make sure, like, you know if you do.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. Yeah, you want to make sure that you are always drinking your water, friends, because your voice is really thirsty. It needs you. Needs you. All right. She's like, yes, girl. And lastly, before we, see you guys and rock the stage and everything, is there anything, why don't we just take a message quickly from each of you? Any, thank yous you want to say to anybody out there?
Thank you to all my family and everybody who came out to watch me, and thank you for all the great support.
Yeah, my family, definitely my mom and my grandma.
My vocal coach, Darcy, he's been a great help, and my family for getting me to all these things. So.
My family for supporting me, and Darcy for being such an amazing vocal coach.
Definitely my mom and just everyone that's comes to watch and stuff. So.
Probably just my mom and my dad, just because they've really done everything for me to make sure that I really believe in myself and all of that jazz. So thanks, guys.
All that jazz with the matching jazz hands.
Group hug, yay! Okay, this is bad.
There we go.
I don't wanna be here anymore. I wanna be somewhere else, normal and free, like I used to be. But I have to stay in this big white room, a little old me. Yeah. I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. I'm going crazy in this big white room of my mind. I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. I'm going crazy in this big white room of mine. California sign, it's got nothing on your face. The way you smell could brighten up anybody's day. The waves keep crashing to the rhythm of my heart. Your eyes, they light up the dark. Oh, hold me in your arms, don't let me go. You got me upside down, inside out. You got me twisted, there's no doubt about it. Better like a puzzle piece. You complete me when it's crashing, the tide rolls out. Take my hand and never let it go.
These 6 finalists have all won tonight by putting on such an outstanding show. Let's hear it for them. And now it's time to celebrate the 2015 Valley
I'm not a chicken. But like, I started listening to Paul like, okay, that needs to stop.
Was that a horse?
I'm going to be stereotypical for a moment. Would you like to have some tea and crumpets, perhaps in the garden?
Thank you very much. It'd be lovely.
Oh, that is excellent. You guys are good. That was good. Lovely.
Can you do a Canadian accent?
No.
Come on, Revenge.
Like I say about, right? So I'm talking about this subject. You guys, I'm talking about. Right?
Can you say, hey, can I get a double, please?
Hey, can I get a double, please? Hey, you know what else? When I'm even in Canada or LA, if I'm in a restaurant and I ask for water, they don't even like. I'm like, can I have some water? They're like, what? No, seriously, I have to say water. I have to say water, otherwise they don't understand me. I've actually had to do that. I'm like, water. I want water. They're like, what? They're like, water?
So I'm gonna say, wafu. It's like,
does it hurt? Like, am I gonna be okay? Like, should I
I'll put it somewhere.
should we start stretching?
Yeah. You kind of like go down and then fling up. Yeah. And you gotta say wafu. Yeah, you gotta say wafu.
Right. With you.
Wafu, yeah.
Right,
So I'll
right.
be like, thanks guys, you're watching Wafu. Awesome. Okay. Oh, you gotta look at this camera.
Yeah, we're looking at each other.
Yeah. Well, which way am I gonna look? I'm gonna get cross-eyed.
Yeah, your eyes crossed.
All right.
That's funny.
Thanks everybody. You're watching Everything. Wafu.